Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in.
So today we're talking the Real Housewives of Atlanta ratings. Anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram is at AnonymousRealityT. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes. Free, whether you're coming or going, to hit that like button. Y'all, we gotta talk the ratings. The ratings are bad. They're real bad, Michael Jackson. And not in a good way, y'all. I love me some Michael Jackson. I love me bad in the Bad album, y'all. But this is bad. Real bad. You guys, we've got another series low in the ratings. We've got another series low. I didn't think it was going to dip down to the 500,000s of it all. But it is at 560,000 viewers, y'all. And a 0.12 in the demo, which is really the more alarming piece of it all. 0.12 in the demo. Now we're getting down to own network demo numbers. No. So, you guys, Married to Medicine. Basically, now Toya and them can be as shady as they want to. Now it can look like all their antics, all of the shade they were throwing at Real Housewives of Atlanta, calling them mean girls and all this and that. Now it looks like it worked to their advantage. Because they, y'all, had 38,000 more views. That is correct. They have the same demo, 0.12. But 596,000 views, y'all. So their viewership went down as well. But it was more than Atlanta. Last week they had 1,000 more viewers. This week they had 38,000 more views, y'all. Make it make sense. But let's get into the numbers of it all, y'all. Since the season premiere, you guys. Since the season premiere, I believe it had, what was it, like 723,000 views. Because that usually sets the tone of like what the season's typically going to average. It's either going to go up or average down. And y'all decided immediately this was going to average down. It has lost since the season premiere. This is only 4 episodes in, by the way. 163,000 views, you. Nearly 200,000 people have stopped watching since the season premiere. No. Then, y'all, just since the transition from episode 3 to episode 4, down 78,000 views, you guys. No, absolutely not. This is unacceptable. Now, I understand. Some of y'all are going to be like, I'm enjoying the season. Some of y'all are going to be like, but last week, Andy Cohen and Porsha and the Neighborhood Talk and Bravo TV, they came out with the article for the season premiere, had 2.5 million ratings across all streaming platforms. So a whole, 2 weeks after the premiere? A whole 3 weeks later? That is something to brag about? No. I understand that not everybody is going to watch live TV anymore. I understand that everybody's got stuff going on. But the main reason, y'all, for live viewership, the main reason that live views matter, streaming or no streaming, is because that is where the paid advertisers pay top dollar to run their ads, run their commercials during your show. You can't demand top dollar if the ratings are not justifying top dollar. You can't pay these housewives high salaries if the ratings don't justify high salaries. You can't do any of that. Let's call out what is wrong with this season. This so-called revamp, either you're going to do a complete revamp like what New York did, or no revamp at all. But y'all decided that y'all was going to play games leading up to this season on who y'all wanted back and who y'all didn't. And then y'all was just going to do a makeshift season with who y'all decided upon. This is all we got, so we're just going to try to make a season out of this. No. Here are all the things that are wrong. This Kenya situation is a hard no. Y'all should have decided either both her and Britt were going to be gone, or her and Britt were going to stay. And Phaedra's not coming till the last few episodes of the season as well. So it's still going to decline. And from the looks of things, I'm not even optimistic about the ratings for this upcoming episode, where it's all supposed to allegedly go down. Listen, I don't agree with Kenya's response. But at the same token, we can't be out here just willy-nilly talking about you got pistols and whips and stuff and think that nothing's going to go down. Kenya obviously heard enough to say in the car, to say on the hot mic while she was still mic'd up, that she wanted Britt gone. She wanted Britt out of here in the same fashion that she's wanted Porsha off the show, that she's wanted Nene off the show, and others. Also, a big issue is Porsha's storyline. We gotta talk about it, y'all. Porsha, like I keep saying, she should have pretended to fake the funk with Simon, at least for her comeback season. At least for this whole season, did the whole, double trouble couples, with her BFF Shamia. Porsha should have went all in into her Lifetime acting roles, into her Candy acting roles, y'all. And really sold that this marriage, that she was happy, she was going to ignore all the haters. She was going to, really prove to the people this is real, this is legit. This wasn't a rebound situation because you were upset that Dennis cheated on you while you were pregnant. But instead, the moment that those articles started coming out again, these rumors, these receipts have been out here about Simon. But just when the moment happened again, and the same things that we knew about already resurfaced again, you were like, no, nothing is going to ruin my return to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Simon cannot have any piece of the pie of the deal that I signed with this network, with my production deal that I got, and all this and that. I'm going to just make do with what I got to do. But here's the problem with making do with what you got to do. Is you basically are selling out your friendship, your good friend Shamia. It's her first season as a peach, and for all intents and purposes, all your interactions with her, either you're showing up late or you're throwing shade. And then behind her back, you're questioning the friendship. And now you've involved your mom, questioning the friendship. And it's to the point that Shamia is teary-eyed, her mom is upset on her own platform because she doesn't understand what the heck is going on. Why all the extra theatrics? Anything to avoid talking about Simon. And because you abruptly decided to just randomly file for divorce, Simon decided, hey, I'm going to block this house from being filmed. And so now, not only are you dealing with the divorce for a second time, you're dealing with Simon, who is desperate to be a peach holder on the internet until he got detained by ICE. and was on the internet throwing all types of shade, all types of drags at you. You had him hanging out with Nene. Like, it was a whole mess. And instead of you being mature and, taking this on the chin, owning something, taking accountability, saying, you know what, this was wrong. This is my karma. I shouldn't have did this. You decided I'm not talking about it. And since I'm not talking about it, you're not going to talk about it. I am stressed going through this divorce. However, I'm going to project everything else onto everyone else for camera time. No. Randomly throwing out that you got tea on Charles and how he moves and everything else, implying cheating, implying whatever is alleged out there, y'all. But then taking it back, and saying, I'll save that for later. Avoiding Drew like the plague, but in any other scene, basically cussing her out, calling her bottom of the barrel, scum of the earth, a low-down dirty dog for filming scenes with Dennis behind your back. Threatening Dennis and the relationship that he has with his daughter Pilar if he films scenes with Drew or does anything without Porsha's knowledge that she's going to blow the roof off of this. No. Nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for Britt's obsession with Kenya. You came in way too hot. You came in way too hot. You came in way too obsessed. It's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. Angela Oakley and Kelly as newbies are outperforming you, are outdoing this better than you. You might be a one and done after all this is said and done. They may have Kenya on the bench now, but she may be back by the reunion, and she potentially may be back next season. And it'll be interesting to see whether or not they bring back Nene. Now, Nene has done some work for NBC Universal, y'all. So she's at least mended that relationship. And there's rumors that she might be on Traitors season 4 as well. But the one thing that has not been talked about is the mending of the friendship and relationship with Andy Cohen, where she called him all types of racist. And then, of course, we know that Porsha and Nene aren't seeing eye to eye. I think that has more to do with, and I don't know why Porsha just didn't say it for what it was. Porsha knew at the time things still were not good with Nene and the network. And I don't think at that point in time a settlement or anything was reached. And I think they told Porsha basically that we don't want you to have any association with Nene as long as this is an active lawsuit. We don't want to look like y'all are chummy or anything. But instead of Porsha just keeping it a buck, she completely, tells this sob story about Nene hanging out with Simon. No. And how the sound of her voice sent her into a breakdown. And Cynthia had to take her spot. No. I think this was all business. Until it wasn't, until she found out that at the time Bravo did not want that association with Nene. But here's the thing, y'all, because I know some people are going to blame these low ratings and say that this is the Kenya effect, this is the Team Twirl effect. No. The ratings have been on the decline, actually. Even when Candy was there for season 15 as well, like the ratings were in the 600,000s as well then. So this isn't a Team Twirl, like this is because of you. No. It's been on the decline really since Nene's been gone. It's been on the decline since season 9, since RAPE Gate. Like, we needed to keep it a buck for what it was. That turned a lot of people off. Also, the alliance that took place on this show turned a lot of people off. Don't nobody got time for these alliances. See how that's working out on Married to Medicine, you call. Like where it is basically this coalition of veterans that are just going to, do all this foolishness with the newbies, and the newbies are supposed to just take it as a part of their initiation into the cast. No. Y'all need to grow up. Some of y'all are in y'all 40s, y'all 50s, and some of y'all are pushing 60. Y'all need to grow up. But I never bought that the show needed to go younger. You just needed to have a good cast. You needed to have a decent cast with what you got. But y'all said that going forward, this was going to be a good idea. Shamia would be the glue, all of this. And I think this is not going the way y'all want this to go. And there was a lot of backlash after this last episode. So imagine what's about to happen after next week. So there is that. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.